Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. So in this video, I want to talk about who may have broke into Max's house, what they were looking for. Is her house getting ransacked scripted or optional? And if it is scripted, then where is Max going to stay? Now for context, Max is staying at a place called Hellerton House. We've seen bits of it in the trailers, but it wasn't until the Coldon University trailer came out that Square Enix released on their blog more information about the places around Coldon University, and we learned that the place Max is staying at is called Hellerton House. Now Hellerton House is actually named after a character in the game, and specifically an artist called Hannah Hellerton, who died at 21, and she was the daughter of Coldon Illumis and James Hellerton, who may or may not have been the original founders of Coldon University. There is a statue we can find in the game that talks of a man called Thomas Coldon Jr. He was born in 1901 and died in 1984. So he could have been born a little after or a little before James Hellerton and Coldon Illuminus. But that's a video for another time. We're here to focus on Max. Now in the reveal stream, we see that Max looks through her broken door, it's a glass door, and someone's thrown a rock inside or whatever, and they've broken in. And Max is looking around suspiciously at who it could be, and then we don't hear anything because it's the developers talking over it. She hears a sound and then she starts running in the direction of it, possibly to find out who broke into her place. Now I originally thought this was Sophie's place, as after Max gets her nosebleed, she runs out looking for Sophie, and I thought, okay, she's gonna go check on Sophie. She sees her house is broken into, and then she runs out the back, which then leads up to the little mountaintop where Sophie is on the phone. But no, I was wrong. This is actually Max's place. Now, for some reason, I can't find the tweet, but ex-user Kino tweeted an interesting theory that I thought might be relevant to why Max's room is getting ransacked. And you remember when Max finds Sophie, she's dead. When Sophie drops off the bench onto the floor, she drops a camera. And the theory is that she was able to take a picture of, if not the killer directly, at least like behind them, what they looked like a side shot, back of the head, whatever. And so whoever that killed Sophie ransacks Max's place because they believe she has the camera and they're trying to figure out where it is. She even goes on to say that the darkroom scene with Max and Moses, the two are developing Sophie's film from her camera, and that's why they're so shocked when they find out what's on her camera. They can't believe it. And Sophie's camera looks to be digital, so it could be that they get the camera, they plug it into a USB cable, plug that into a computer, and look through the memory card, and they find this photo or multiple photos and they're shocked by what they see. Now let's say that it isn't the killer who broke into Max's house. Who could it be? The detective? No, I don't believe so, because there are situations where police can break into, well, not break, but they can search your vehicle or your home without a warrant. But I just don't see, okay, if he's going to search Max's place, if he has, let's say, he has reason to suspect, as I do believe he suspects Max in killing Sophie. And with all the evidence pointing to Max and no other suspects, it's not crazy to say that this detective can search Max's place. He's just doing his job, and if whoever he reports to, if he can say, okay, I got all this evidence, she's clearly the prime suspect, he could even get a warrant to search Max's place. So regardless of whether he can get a warrant or not, why would he need to break in? Now, I do think if it's not the killer, the person that breaks into Max's house will be Loretta Rice, and here's why. From what we know, she's either a journalist or some kind of reporter, and she is pretty upset with Sophie's death. In fact, there's even a clip where she's talking to Max and she wants some information. And I theorize that maybe she might be blackmailing Max, as she was able to dig up, research into Max's past and learn she's from Arcadia Bay. And Max, who wants to keep quiet about her past, regardless of what the ending is, Loretta could basically say, I'm going to give you this attention if you don't tell me what you know about Sophie's death and everything. And we get that choice. We can either answer her questions, or we can call her bluff. Now, if you remember in Life is Strange 1, if Max tells Principal Wells about the gun Nathan has, Nathan will break into her room, and he'll put that photo of her head on a platter, and if you take a photo of Victoria covered in paint, she will come in and ransack your room. And and that's what Max's new place, the ransacked room, looks like. That's what it reminds me of. Even Chloe's room in Before the Storm can get ransacked by David if in episode 2 she doesn't empty her pockets, and he searches her room looking for pot. Or I believe if you have pot on you and then you empty your pockets and show it, then he'll still ransack the room because of the pot. So if Max's room does get ransacked by Loretta based on our choices, then that would mean that it's all optional. Now, I do believe that we can obviously tell that Max's room being ransacked is in the timeline where Sophie is dead. And let's say that I'm wrong and Max's room being ransacked is scripted, it's part of the game. Where will Max stay? We know that she can shift between two timelines, so if she can just shift to the timeline where Sophie's alive and be in her room, because the killer or Loretta or whoever ransacks her place doesn't have a reason to. But if Sophie's dead, then in that timeline, where's Max going to stay? I believe that Max will be staying with Amanda because we've seen bits of Amanda's place and it's clear that she has a similar house to Max's, so they could maybe not neighbours but just like a house or two down from one another. And it's pretty clear to me that Deck 9 wants to make fans like Amanda and Max together. They want to get them to ship together because we have hardly seen anything about Chloe. And you know, like, I don't have to spell it out. If they disrespect Chloe, if they say that, like, okay, maybe Chloe died shortly after the storm, or her and Max aren't together anymore, and they went their separate ways, regardless of what your relationship with Chloe is, fans are going to be so pissed. In fact, I guarantee it that if that happens, people are not gonna, they're gonna hate Amanda because of it. Like, they're gonna Deck 9, no, we want Chloe, I want nothing to do with Amanda. And I do think, like, because, let's be clear, I have nothing against Amanda. Like, I'm gonna do a walkthrough where I ship Max with her, but at the end of the day, like, we all want Chloe. So, and I'm just sick of all this promotional material that keeps propping Amanda up, where we're not getting, like, we're hardly getting anything about Chloe. And it feels like Amanda is going to have a big part in this story, because let's say Deck 9 does respect the wishes of us fans who chose to sacrifice Arcadia Bay. It looks like a majority of the game in this investigation, Max is going to be spending time with Amanda. Amanda's going to kind of be that character that Chloe was, you know? Like, the game's going to focus on other characters, but Amanda might be front and center.
I like that.
And that's what worries me, because I don't like, I understand propping up new
So,
characters like Moses, Sophie, Gwen,
Tactile.
Henry,
Look into
Diamond,
the viewfinder, holding the photo in your hands.
Lucas, but
Feels more
but as much as you want to, you can't prop up new characters and push the old ones to the side. So in the original timeline, Max will most likely be staying at Amanda's place. If not, when she's in the alternate timeline where Sophie's alive, she'll probably still be at her place. But anyways, that's really all I wanted to talk about in this video. Just wanted to get some stuff off my chest, some thoughts I had, but do let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think I'm onto something? You think I'm talking out my ass? I value all your comments, and your opinions help me shape what content I make. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.